we begin our ceremony, we want to ask for your cooperation in making this a memorable graduation for the class of 2014. Many friends and family members have traveled far to honor their graduates. We ask that everyone be courteous to your neighbors by not using noisemakers, holding up signs, or taking pictures that might block the view of others. Albuquerque High has a dignified graduation. At the conclusion, please meet your graduate at the meet and greet site located at the Creative Arts parking lot, southwest of Tingley Coliseum. Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin momentarily. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 134th commencement exercise for Albuquerque High School, the oldest and proudest public high school in the state of New Mexico. At this time, please stand for the procession of our platform guests and the class of 2014 immediately following. Pomp and Circumstance will be performed by Albuquerque High School Band, directed by Miss Elsie Stott. Please remain standing as the Albuquerque High School JROTC Color Guard presents the colors and the singing of the national anthem. The national anthem will be sung by AHS senior Michael Olhausen. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Family, friends, and guests, thank you for joining us as we celebrate and honor Albuquerque High School's class of 2014 for their graduation. It is my honor to introduce to you today our commencement platform guests. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Thank you. Member of the APS School Board of Education, Mr. Martin Esquivel. Member of the APS School Board of Education, Mr. Lorenzo Garcia. APS Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Shelley Green. Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Andrea Tribus. APS Director of Special Projects, Ms. Carla Green. AHS Assistant Principal, Mr. Herb Stanley. AHS Assistant Principal, Mr. Cesar Hernandez. AHS Assistant Principal, Ms. Monica Olmsted. Our AHS Principal, Mr. Tim McCorkle. Honored Graduate, Mr. Anastasio Padilla. Honored Graduate, Mr. Gene Baca. Honored Graduate, Ms. Angela Rodriguez. AHS Valedictorian, Catherine Salazar. AHS Salutatorian, Chloe Lee. AHS Student Body President, Luna Rodriguez. AHS Class of 2014 President, Alexis Pino. AHS Honored Junior Escort, Janai Campos. And AHS Honored Junior Escort, Robert Andrews. I am Stephanie Dunn, the Activities Director. I am also honored to introduce the principals of the elementary and middle schools that feed AHS. We introduce these educational leaders in recognition of the educational pipeline these students have been a part of in and out of our community. Representing Wilson Middle School, actually seated on stage, is Miss Angela Rodriguez. Representing Eugene Field is Principal Fred March. Representing Lou Wallace is Principal Ann Strongio. Representing Reginald Chavez, Loretta Huerta. And representing Zia Elementary, Ruth Cerruti. At this time, I have the honor today of introducing you to 3 distinguished Albuquerque High School alumni. These alumni know the pride, honor, and tradition that go along with the diploma you will receive today. We introduce these alumni because after high school, they went on to become productive citizens in their community. We offer them to you as role models. I am quite certain that 10, 15, 20 years from now, some of you from the class of 2014 will be sitting on the graduation stage and be introduced as one of the distinguished graduates of AHS. Our first distinguished graduate attended Albuquerque High School from 10th grade through 12th grade. While at AHS, he was a 3-year letterman in football, a 2-year letterman in basketball, and a 3-year letterman in baseball. He received several All-City and All-State honors. During his senior year, he was named A-Club President and Athlete of the Year. He attended the College of St. Joseph's on the Rio Grande on a full baseball scholarship for 2 years. After his second year, the Los Angeles Dodgers had a regional tryout for Arizona, Colorado, Texas, and New Mexico. He was invited by the Dodgers to try out at Tingley Baseball Field. Out of 52 players that attended the tryouts, he was the only player signed to a minor league contract. After playing minor league baseball with the Dodgers, Cleveland Indians, and Kansas City Royals, he returned back to St. Joseph's College, which had become the University of Albuquerque. At the University of Albuquerque, he graduated with a double major in psychology and physical education. Throughout his 36-year teaching and coaching career, he has been a PE teacher, head football coach, head wrestling coach, head track coach, head baseball coach, head soccer coach, and athletic director. After 2 years of retirement, he returned to his alma mater, Albuquerque High School, to become a permanent sub under the direction of Mr. Tim McCorkle. He is here with his wife, Angie, also an AHS graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1965, Mr. Anastasio Padilla. Our second distinguished graduate was born and raised in the sticks of Albuquerque. As a young man, he would watch high school students walking home from Albuquerque High School, never realizing that one day he would be teaching there. He began his journey at Bulldog City in 1967 and graduated in 1970. At AHS, he met the love of his life, Ramona Valles Baca. He was married to her for 41 years. He worked at Forest Products for 14 years before they shut down, pushing him from sawdust to scholastics. He threw a paper route for a couple of years until a part-time opening was available in a Christian school. Here, he learned to mop floors, coach a basketball team, and taught elementary kids to add and subtract. He moved up the ladder and became a monitor, supervisor, and then became the principal at Fellowship Christian Academy. In 1990, he and his wife opened the Albuquerque Christian Academy, which ran until 1995. He moved on to get his degree and began working at AHS in 1998, teaching math. He is loved and respected by all of his students and colleagues. He definitely has the ability to brighten anyone's day. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1970, Mr. Gene Baca. Our third distinguished graduate descends from a long line of Albuquerque High School graduates. She was raised to believe in the importance of a solid educational background. Her very wise grandfather always used to say, "Your education is the one thing no one can ever take away from you." While at Albuquerque High School, she was a member of the Hispanic Student Association. She was a member of the award-winning Bulldoggies. During her senior year, she helped lead the Bulldoggies to become the Aloha Invitational National Champions. She also graduated in the top 10% of her class. Since graduating from AHS, she has earned her bachelor's degree from UNM in the dual certification program. She taught for 6 years at Eugene Field Elementary. While teaching, she obtained her master's degree from UNM with an emphasis in special ed law and her postmaster's degree in educational administration. She went on to become the district administrator for special ed and now is currently the assistant principal at Wilson Middle School, the same school she attended for middle school. She has served on several district and state committees to improve educational practices. She was selected to be included in the 2012 edition of Latino Who's Who because she has worked very hard to represent the community in a very positive way. She is here with her mom and dad, Patsy and Joseph Perea, and sister and her brother-in-law, Christine and Leonard Montoya. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1990, Mrs. Angela Rodriguez. Congratulations, distinguished alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the AHS valedictorian who will deliver the senior farewell address to address the class of 2014, Ms. Catherine Salazar.
Who are we, the class of 2014? As I mulled over what to write for this speech, that question kept rolling over in my head. To answer it, I thought back over the past 4 years. I won't stand before you today and say that high school was a bed of roses. Honestly, high school was tough. Between trying to grow up and find one's place in the world and dealing with the stress of everyday life and pressure, things got difficult. But here we are. We made it. I remember all the way back to freshman year, on our first day, freshman jumpstart day. It was absolutely terrifying for me. I certainly didn't feel like a high schooler, but I made my way through the day, pitifully attempting to make friends despite a shyness that almost overwhelmed me. And I made it. I made it through that first day and every day afterwards in high school, and so have all of you. We trudged through those Kelly green doors every morning, dragging our backpacks behind us and trying our best to keep our heavy eyelids from drooping shut. We sat through hundreds of hours of lectures. We took home those sheets of homework each night. We studied late into the night for that big test that at the time felt like it would make or break our lives. We did it. We fought our way through tooth and nail to get to this commencement ceremony. Take a moment, savor in it. And remember that commencement means the beginning, not the end. We are commencing into the rest of our lives, leaping forward like the champions we are. We have scaled the hill that was high school, and now we must begin to climb the rest of the mountain that will be our lives. It will be tough. There will be challenges to overcome and the sour taste of defeat that will overwhelm on occasion. But it will be beautiful. The love and joy and beauty that will come from each and every one of our lives will astound the world. Let out a battle cry and rejoice in this occasion that celebrates your incredible victory as we move forth into life. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for your amazing accomplishments. Albuquerque High School is a proud establishment, from our academics to our athletics to our arts and to our extracurricular activities. We are proud of all our teams, clubs, and sports. Maybe we don't dominate the record books, but we certainly have made a name for ourselves as Albuquerque High Bulldogs. There is honestly no other school that I feel has the same amount of pride and respect for our history than Albuquerque High. Someone recently gave me a very salient piece of advice, and I'd like to share it here with all of you. Take 20 seconds of courage to do something different, something crazy, something fun, something out of character, something you normally wouldn't do, and just do it. Take those 20 seconds and make a decision to be different, to act fearlessly, to quite possibly change the world. When it comes down to it, life is not all about those big decisions you make, but rather a collection of little choices that all add up to your life as you know it. So as you enter college, or the workforce, or the military, or wherever life takes you, take 20 seconds to do something courageous. Join that geeky club, pursue that competitive internship, say hi to that person that you always see but have never spoken to. Forgive someone who may have wronged you, reach out, do something, and change the world. Even if it's in a small way, you still will have made a difference. So, who are we? Well, we are beyond expectation. We are competent beyond measure. We are intelligent to the bone. We are strong. We are proud. We are bulldogs. Class of 2014, it truly has been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. I now introduce to you the AHS Student Body President, Luna Rodriguez.
G-O-O-D-M-O-R-N-I-N-G, good morning. Hey, hey, good morning, good morning. Buenos días, clase de 2014. One of the best things about graduation is reminiscing and recalling memories, good or bad. For instance, the infamous announcements. You're probably wondering why I just chanted so enthusiastically to you. Here's why. I believe if one thing should be kept with you after high school, it is our unique bulldog spirit. Although the following man to be called to the podium spent 25 years at West Mesa High School as a classroom teacher, head basketball coach, summer school principal, athletic director, and dean of students, we know his heart has belonged to Albuquerque High ever since he became head principal here in the year 2007. Our very own principal, Mr. Tim McCorkle, exudes admirable qualities such as dedication, perseverance, passion, and most of all, bleeds green, as he has done everything in his power to make AHS an exemplary educational institution. Mr. Tim McCorkle first began to make history at Albuquerque High School as being the first African-American high school male principal in the Albuquerque public school system, and continues to make history today as we are now products of an A-grade school received from the State Department of Education for our academic achievement. With that said, it makes sense the New Mexico Association of Student Councils recognized him this past year as Principal of the Year. Clearly, Principal Mr. Tim McCorkle is no stranger to success. However, he is the first to acknowledge his accomplishments are due to the inspiration and support from his parents, family, wife, and the many mentors who have guided him in education. Without those people and great teachers, staff, students, and community members of AHS, these recognitions would not have happened. Thank you, Mr. McCorkle, for all you have done for Albuquerque High School. We truly appreciate all of your hard work. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Tim McCorkle to the podium.
Board members, Mr. Martin Esquivel and Mr. Lorenzo Garcia, Chief Academic Officer Shelley Green, Assistant Superintendent Human Resources Andrea Tribes, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, class of 2014, I want to say good morning. At Albuquerque High School, we are proud of the long history of academic excellence at our school. These accomplishments include Albuquerque High School earning a letter grade of an A from the New Mexico Public Education Department. We were also recognized by the U.S. News and World Report as the 6th best high school in the state of New Mexico and in the top 6% of high schools in the United States. This year, 3 former graduates of Albuquerque High School received 3 prestigious awards. One was named a Truman Scholar, one was named a Marshall Scholar, and one was named a Rhodes Scholar. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2014, I am going to give you a class participation assignment. Just say it's a test from me to you, your last test. At this moment, I would like all of you to look up. That should be your pose for the rest of your lives. Eyes always peering beyond a dark ceiling and into a bright sky. Always searching for what's next, what's best. Always searching for what will take you further and higher. You've passed the first test. Test number 2. Now, I would like for you to look to your right and to your left. I want you to find loved ones and your friends because they are the people who got you here. They nurtured you, cared for you, protected you, and here's a little secret. Although your graduation from Albuquerque High School marks a new era in your relationship with your parents, godparents, brothers, sisters, and buddies, remember something. They will always care for you. Long past this graduation ceremony, just ask them. You have passed test 2. Now finally, I'd like for you to look down. Let's reflect for a moment on all who have come before us and perhaps left without us. Please remember that you are part of the long line of dreamers, thinkers, doers, and movers. Remember that one of our greatest gifts and greatest responsibilities is the ability to take up the mantle of history. We have it here at Albuquerque High. You take it, your place in that long, proud line. Please don't forget Albuquerque High or forget us. You have passed the test, all 3 phases. I ask that you play a part in this exercise because I wanted you to remember that it's how we view our surroundings that make all the difference in the world. You always have shown that at Albuquerque High School. Albuquerque High School is among the greatest high schools in New Mexico because you look up, you looked ahead, and you cared for one another and are mindful of where you came from. You will go on to do great things. You will study in the Ivy League. You will do honor to our institutions of higher learning in New Mexico. You will work at NASA and APS, Apple, Intel, and in the family business. You will grow our food and give us food for thought. I want you to know that being your principal brings me immense pride. When I look up, look around, and look to my past, I realize how much you have enriched my life. I remember the class of 2014. Cherish it and take every day with me. And when I look up at the sky and think of the future, I will be heartened to know that the Bulldogs are charting the way. Board members Esquivel and Garcia, these young people have met all the graduation requirements set forth by the Board of Education and the New Mexico Public Education Department. It's with great pride that I present the class of 2014.
Before we make this official, two things. First of all, to the parents, families, friends of these graduates, including those who could not be here today or who have passed and had a tremendous influence on these lives. We honor you and appreciate the work you've done. To the teachers, to the principals, to the nurses, counselors, to the entire staff at Albuquerque High, congratulations on a job well done. And Mr. McCorkle, on behalf of the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, we very proudly and enthusiastically accept the class of 2014.
First row, you can stand up.
Jordan Abbott. Louis Adams. Yaribel Alcala. Alyssa Aldarete. Ana Sofia Almazan. Richard Apodaca. Alicia Aragon. Jasmine Arciniega. Christian Armijo. Isabel Arredondo. Natalie Arteaga. Magdalena Baca. Samuel Baca. Dean Baylor. Logan Baird. Eric Balderrama. Leslie Barbara. Carla Bautista. Emma June Zerger Bentley. Miranda Betancourt. Samuel Bingham. Zoe Birch. Eloy Bojorquez. Chelsea Brister. Savannah Medders. Ruby Bugarin. Ulysses Burciaga. Renz Bustria. Maria Cabrera Romero. Patricia May Caffey. Mariah Calderon. Hector Carrillo. Andres Casas. Diana Castillo. Yauser Castillo. Jorge Cervantes. Carson Chavez. Casey Chavez. Mariah Chavez. Gabriel Chavez McBroom. Larianne Clark. Annalisa Cordova. David Crespin. Brianna Danfelser. Julie De Luisa. Rosa Diaz. Saul Dominguez. Hope Duarte. Natalie Duran.
Samuel Eric. Annalise Ellis. Miguel Erives. Marisa Esquivel. Nina Faltus. Nissa Felton. Raymond Fisher. Adriana Flores. Larry Francia. Alyssa Frazier. Ani Fuentes. Brianna Gallegos Sanchez. L'Oreal Gan. Gabriel Garcia. Jennifer Garcia. Renee Garcia. Omar Garcia Salas. Sana Garfield. Keenan Gleason. Sean Gomez. Brianna Gomez. Julian Gonzalez. Michael Gonzalez. Nazareth Gonzalez. Brandon Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez. Connor Gorman. Marisa Griego. Andres Gutierrez Delgadillo. Daniel Guzman. Maddie Haley Hunter. Quentin Hanrahan. Deontay Hardin. Sadie Harmon Pierce. Cameron Harris. Jackson Harris. Isaiah Henderson Navarez. Estrella Hernandez. Georgina Hernandez. Marissa Hernandez. Gilberto Herrera. Aubrey Herring. Ariana Hill. May Rose Heffler. Claudia Helgin. Jesus Helgin. Yannick Hutchinson. Chloe Yali. Isabella Jimenez. Julian Jimenez. Karen Jimenez. Jade Hedon Baca. Kimberly Johnson. Whitney Johnson. Natasha Johnson. Alex Harado. Harmon Carr. Nicholas Kelly. Nolan Kephart. Joshua Kibler. Celeste Knight. Randy Coe. Simon Leard. Anna Leigh Chavez. Sean Livingston. Jonathan Lloyd. That's yours.
Abraham Lopez. Guadalupe Lopez. Eva Lowry. Esteban Lucero. Jocelyn Lucero. Eric Lynn. Janae Lyons. Alec McCurdy. Miriam Macias. Daniel Madrid. Antonio Maestas. Raimundo Marquez. Naima Martin. Carmelita Martínez. Esteban Martínez. Estrella Martínez. Fernando Martínez. Irvin Martínez. Jesús Martínez. Nicole Martínez. Rebecca Martínez. Megan McSorley. Amanda Medina. Aquilino Medrano. Iridiana Mejia. Jonathan Melgar. Ricardo Méndez. Iracema Mendoza. Cody Mezcal. Gabriel Mishler. Kashif Mohammed. Ricardo Molina Diaz. Maribel Molina. Savannah Molina. Heidi Monje. Cesar Montoya. Isaiah Montoya. Brielle Mora. Gabriela Moreno. Stephanie Muniz. Brianna Murillo. Olivia Naranjo. Hector Navarro. Julian Nevares. Amal Noor. Micah Olhausen. Valeria Aspen Olivas. Juan Ordóñez. Arelena Ortega. Mari Ortega. Anayansi Ortega Trinidad. Cristal Ortiz. Matthew Ortiz. Amanda Ortiz Alvarez. Benjamin Padilla. Olivia Padilla. Isaac Peña. Erica Perea. Diana Perez. Eric Perez. Heather Perez. Liz Pinedo. Mark Portillo. Theodore Price Waldman. Chantel Purcella. Francisco Perli. Taina Quinones.
Kiana Raji. Cynthia Ramirez. Katia Ramirez. Fernando Rascon. Santiago Ravelo. Francisco Reyes Lopez. Diego Reyes. Angel Rivas. Caleb Robinson. Emmanuel Rodriguez. Jonah Rodriguez. Marcos Rodriguez. Suyen Rodriguez Candu. Brianna Roldan. Alexandria Romero. Chantel Rosales. Michael Roybal. Delijah Ruiz. Angelica Salazar. Cynthia Salazar. Rosanna Samudio, Adrian Sanchez, Miranda Sanchez, Rayanna Sanchez, Rianda Sanchez, Anna Marie Sandoval, Susanna Sandoval, Taylor Santos, Christian Seeley, Ashley Sevilla, Leighton Stewart, Joseph Tafoya, Paul Talley, Alondra Tarin, Mary Tia, Jose Luis Tinoco, Jasmine Santiago, Blas Torres, Cristina Torres, Jorge Torres, Rose Torres, Kaylin Treeseater, Jerica Valdez, Alec Baez, Tali Vargo, Alicia Vasquez, Gary Ruben Vasquez, Luis Ventura, Samuel Vinson, Alicia Justine Whiting, Aisha Ray Williams, Sean Yonemoto, Christina Young, Malik Isaguirre, Christopher Zavella, Catherine Salazar, Chloe Lee, Luna Rodriguez, Alexis Pino,
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2014 senior class president, Alexis Pino.
Class of 2014, congratulations. We have passed the standards necessary to earn an AHS diploma. To signify, at this time, would you please move your tassel to the left-hand side.
Congratulations, Albuquerque High School, class of 2014. Please stand. Thank you for coming today. Enjoy the rest of your day.